Hello, YouTube. I'm back to give you another nerd moment. This one kind of hurts. So, I found this article and it says more people now use iPhones than Android phones in the US. This one kind of hurts. So, as an Android avid user, um, I think Android, when it came out, they were a year behind of iOS, but then took the crown in about 2010. So right here, the iOS user base was surpassed and overtook them in 2010. But now there are more iOS users on the market than there are Android. Something I probably already knew was going to get ready to happen. As being a Uber driver, I see more iPhones than I do Android phones. So with me being a proud owner of a brand new Galaxy Z Fold 4, this one particularly stings because I think that, Android might be a little bit more appealing, but, iOS is more simpler. But with the Android phones that are out there and how stagnant they've become, they're not really giving anybody any new bells and whistles, nothing new's coming down the pipeline. I guess going to iOS is the thing to do right now. But one of the questions inside this article, and I'll put this in the description below, is how is it going to start affecting the other OEM makers like Samsung? Because there's a lot of makers of Android, but Samsung sits on top of all of them. And I mean, I've been forced to go back to a Samsung phone because it's the only thing that's pretty much very consistent from my point of view. But what does the community say? I mean, now that iOS has now taken the crown back, what do you think? I mean, me personally, I think that Android is going to have to become more consolidated. I hate to say it, but to beat the best, I mean, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And right now, iOS is the best in the market right now in America. Not so much as it say is the best across the sea, but they're still trying to gain market share there. Um, I'm curious to see what people think. I know for me, this one stung a little bit, even though I wanted to report it. I am a tech nerd first, and an Android user second. So report the news. Here in America, they make up the larger share now. So iPhones account for 50% of active phones in the U.S. And while around 150 other devices, so there's Samsung. The used to be LG. LG bowed out, so you had the chicken wing. I don't know if anybody follows a lot of phone news, but LG, one of the last phones they came out with was the LG Wing. They called it the chicken wing. They were trying to find different little ways to try to flare up the market, but people like slow and steady, and right now Apple's winning the slow and steady race. I'm gonna leave this in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel about it, and we'll have the continual discussion. Thank y'all for watching.